Hey there, Maple Dean kids. Here we are again for our third session of 4. If you remember last time, we did a review of low-level yoga shapes and then low-level shaping, as well as medium-level shapes. So today we're going to be going into reviewing some medium-level yoga postures, as well as some medium-level shaping. I want you to notice I have my socks off because today you might slip with socks on. So please, if you haven't already taken your socks off, do that right now. I'll give you just a little bit of time to do that. And then we'll get ready to go. I think probably your teachers have you all set and ready for that. All right, so let's listen to the sound of the tingshas. Allow the sound that you hear to vibrate, to move into your body, bringing you to a place of greater quiet and stillness within. Let that sound move into every cell of your body, bringing it into a place of stillness. And let that stillness move outside of your body, all around you as well. Letting go of any little problems you had during the day, any issues with some of your schoolwork that wasn't working too well for you, you were having a little trouble with. Just let it all go and allow yourself to be at ease on the inside and the outside. So we're going to look at our feeling faces again today, remembering that we have feeling happy right now, not how you felt when you got up this morning, but how you're feeling right now. We have sad. We have in the middle. And we also have mad or grumpy. That looks pretty mad to me, doesn't it? Maybe more mad than grumpy. So in the past, we've done our shapes for how we're feeling at a low level. But today, I thought we would spiral up. So get on one knee, one leg is up. Put your hands on either side of your foot, press up into kind of a squat, and then circle around one time. Here we are at a high level. Let's see if we can make our shapes for how we're feeling at a medium level. So you're going to have to come down a little bit lower. For example, I'm feeling happy today. So here would be my medium level happy shape. And I'm putting that shape on my whole body, face, arms, legs, hands, everything. So your job is to think right now of how you're feeling and show that feeling at a medium level. See what you can do. So on the sound of the cymbal, if you are feeling happy today, make a happy medium level shape. And hold that shape. Happy people sit down. If you're mad or grumpy today, make a medium level mad or grumpy shape. What would that look like for you? Show your friends there at school. And relax and sit down. Let's try sad. Is there anybody feeling sad today? Make a sad medium level shape with your body. Let everything show your sadness. Face, arms, legs, hands, whole body. And relax. And finally, we have in the middle. That's not happy, not sad. That's just kind of so-so. So how would you make a so-so in the middle, medium level shape to show that feeling? And hold that shape. And now you may sit down. So everybody at this point should be seated. And I already showed you that I had a happy shape, right, at a medium level. So we're all going to be down on the floor now. Spiral myself down. Pick up my shapes, my feeling shapes, faces. I guess they are shapes, aren't they? They're circular shapes. And I want you to put in front of you the spiral that your teachers have prepared for you. Some of you will remember using this before. The spiral is used to help us quiet our bodies, minds, and our emotions. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this on the floor in front of you so that the opening that's called the mouth is at the bottom. So I'm going to do that so you can see that. Mine is in front of me. And you're going to take your pointer finger, and without speaking, you're going to circle your way in. You're going to, like ice skate, glide between the twiggy lines, watching your finger, going all the way to the center. And as you do this, what's happening is you are bringing in any unhappy, sad, yucky mucky kind of feelings, and you're leaving them in the very center. And when you get there, you leave your finger there and just pause a moment and let go of all those negative feelings that you might be having right now. And then when you're ready, you spiral out. You glide your finger as if you were ice skating on ice, around and around, watching your finger the entire time as it goes from the center out again. And what's happening is you are bringing in a sense of peace, of quiet, of at easeness out into your world. So whatever was bothering you, you're left in the middle, and you come out without it. You come out in a happier, better place to do your best work as a student. And there we go. So I'm sure you'll have these available to you at other times if you choose to use them to quiet your body, mind, and your emotions. Let's start as we like to do with our legs stretched out in front of us, hands next to your hips. Point and flex those toes. Let those feet get a little bit of a workout. Back and forth and back and forth. Spread your feet a little bit. And then make circles with your toes. Imagine that your circles could be on the ceiling, that your toes are actually like a crayon or a paintbrush, and they can make these wonderful circles on the ceiling, then go the opposite direction. And sometimes this takes a little bit of concentration to get those feet to go around and around, but we're really helping our ankles out. We're giving them a little boost here. Pause, and then windshield wiper your feet back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. And then take one foot in your hand, and we've done this again before. You're just going to press on your feet. You're going to give it a little massage and activate all the reflexology points that live down there, that connect to different nerves that control different parts of your body. And wiggle those toes. Just wiggle them. And then squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Wake up your feet. When you think about it, they do a lot of work for us, don't they? We're standing a good bit of our time. Of course, in school, I know you're sitting at your desk a good bit, but they walk you around from place to place. They support you. Other foot, do the same thing. And so they kind of need to be given a little bit of TLC, tender loving care. Just press, press, press in all the spots you can find. And if you find a spot that's a little bit tender, sore, then just kind of, massage it a little bit. Circle your thumb around. Wake it up. Wiggle the toes. You can start at the base and wiggle out to the end, or whatever way you choose. Doesn't matter. And then again, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze all the way to the ankles. And let that go. Nice. All right, so from here, let's bring one foot in toward the inner thigh. So then, and you have that knee as close to the ground as it can be. And this leg is straight. The toes are pointing upward. We call that having a flexed foot. And then you're going to take your hands, and you can either slide them down your leg, the outsides of your leg, or on the floor. Just slide forward and then slide back up. You're going to slide forward with a flat back and then up. And we'll do that a few times, trying to open up and loosen those back muscles. And then you can even kind of pretend like you're crawling. Let one hand reach and the other one come back. Reach and reach and reach. And you're getting a little twist when you do that. Can you feel that in your back body? Okay, and then slide back up. Bring the other leg out. The other leg comes in toward your inner thigh. Toes on the stretched leg. Point to the ceiling and then slide along and slide back up. Slide forward and slide back up. Keep sliding and sliding. And notice that as you do this, a little bit closer to your leg probably. And then we're going to kind of crawl. One hand comes forward and then the other one comes forward. So let's keep crawling and then slide up. Bring the bottoms of your feet together, hold your toes, and let's do a little butterfly. Another low yoga posture, just gently flapping your butterfly wings. All right. And then from here, let's cross our legs in easy pose or Sukhasana, that's the Sanskrit word. And we're going to do a little twist. We're going to start with our hands on our knees, and then we're going to turn to your right. Bring this hand behind you and look over that back shoulder. And then twirl to the other side. The right hand comes on the left leg. The left hand comes behind you and you twist to look over that other shoulder. We come around, swing around, twist to your right, swing around, and twist to your left. You might even feel your back make a little pop. Well, guess what? It probably needed that. It's kind of like a chiropractic adjustment, only you got to do it yourself. Okay, I think we're ready to start. We did a little warming up. Let's just go and think about the couple postures we did at the medium level. One of them was dog and cat. I'll try to be at an angle here for you. And you can curl your toes under. See, my toes are flat. I'll get a little out of the way here. And now I'm going to curl them under. And I'm going to drop my belly, bring my head up, and my shoulder blades come together in dog. Then I start at my tailbone and I arch up into an angry cat back. I bring my tailbone up, drop my belly, lift up my head, shoulder blades come together, and then I round up into an angry cat back. Here we have dog, here's dog, and here's cat. Really good way to open up your back, stretch it out. All right, and so from here, since we're on our hands and knees, I'm going to move a couple things because they're kind of in the way. We're going to come into hands and knees, just like we were. Your shoulders are over your wrists, your hips are over your knees, toes are curled, and we're going to come up part way into part of the downward dog and walk the dog one heel at a time. Walk the dog. And we're stretching out those calf muscles, and I know mine feel pretty tight. They've always been kind of tight. All right, now come back to that partial downward dog. And then inhale, take a breath in, and then press your hips back. Press them way back so that you're trying to touch your ribs to your thighs. And then your ears are kind of in line with your elbow. Now, watch carefully. From here, I'm going to shift my body forward, move my feet back just a little bit into plank. So I have my fingers wide, I have my shoulders over my wrists, I have my heels reaching back, pressing in to my hands, pressing through my heels. Now, bend your knees, and then come back into downward facing dog. So you do that while I do a couple. Try it again. I'm going to come forward into plank. Don't let the belly drop. Bring it up. Have a nice long line from the top of your head to your heels. And then bend your knees. Come back and press up into downward facing dog. And I'll let you do that one more time. Remember to align those shoulders over your wrists when you're in a plank. And remember, when you're downward facing dog, you're trying to reach your ribs to your thighs. And come on down. So I thought we'd go into high level yoga postures. So we need to spiral up. So get on one knee, press yourself up, and then turn yourself around one time. Probably the best one to start with is mountain posture. So I think you remember that. Your feet are going to be in line with your hips, about 2 fist widths apart. And you're going to stand up and you're going to press into those 4 corners of your feet, the back 2 corners of your heel, and underneath your big toe and little toe. Press into the floor and then press up, out through the waist, and then, but at the same time, keep your shoulders down and arms down. Fingers point toward the earth. All right, now step out into 5 pointed star, and your toes are kind of going out at an angle. You can twinkle your star, and then bend those knees. You may have to adjust your stance and bend your arms so that they look like a goalpost or a saguaro cactus. Here we have goddess, but I like to call it Hakumba. You remember that when I work with you, Hakumba? So we had a way of doing that where we jumped into that. So let's come up straight. Arms at the side, and we'll count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Ha! Let's do it again. Remember, you gotta punch that sound. 1, 2, 3. Ha! And we'll do it a 3rd time. Come back to mountain. 1, 2, 3. Ha! And we can even do the Hakumba walk. Remember that? Ha, 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 ha. Go back to 5 pointed star and twinkle. All right, come back into mountain. And let's just do one more. We'll go into tree posture. And if you recall, the easiest way to do tree is to bring the ball of your foot over close to the instep, the inside of your foot, and let the heel cover the standing foot's ankle. You see how my knee makes a triangle here? All right, so you're going to press into that standing foot, lift out of your waist so that you're nice and long, and you can have your trees be low in Anjali Mudra, out to the side, let your branches be to the side, be up further, be in steeple. Find the place that you feel best having your branches. Okay, and hold. And then bring your hands down. We have to do the other side, don't we? So we take this other foot, bring the ball of the foot over by the ankle, let the heel of that foot cover the ankle, let your hips be forward. The knee wants to go out to the side as much as your body will allow. Okay, and from here, you're going to come into your prayer, if you like that for your branches, out to the side, V's all the way up, and here we are. Now, we're going to do one other form. You might try putting your foot below your knee, so it would look like this. Find your drishti, a spot on the floor to look at, and then you come down. Let me see if I can hold it on this side. Whoop. And down. And you need to remember that your foot needs to be either below your knee or above your knee so that you don't injure yourself. So there were 3 high-level yoga postures. So we've done low level down at the floor, medium level, now we're at high. So let's see if you can do some high level shapes on your own you're going to create. So here's a high level shape that I'm going to create right now. And then I'm going to change that into another high level shape. And I'm going to change that into another high level shape. And come back to center. Now it's your turn. So I'm going to use the symbol. You've seen me do a sequence. Now it's your turn to try your very own sequence. You ready? Think about it. High level. Just high level. Here we go. First shape. Second shape. Third shape. And relax. That means come back to mountain. I'm going to do it one more time. This time I'm not going to say change shape. I'm just going to sound the symbol, and you need to really listen and focus not only on your shape that you're making, but on listening to when the symbol tells you it's time to do the next shape. Are you ready? I think you can do this. Here we go. And hold your shape. And if you can, if you're in a position that you can look around a little bit to see the shape of your classmates, just take a look at that. Look at all the different ways that you can make a high-level shape of your very own. So now I'm going to ask you to come down to the floor again, because we're going to bring our little class to a close. You can come spiral down. Sit in Sukhasana. Bring the hands into Anjali Mudra at your sternum, the breastbone, right at your heart. And you can say with me, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. May there be peace in our minds, peace in our words, peace in our hearts. And may we send peace, love, and compassion to everyone throughout the world. Namaste.